What's poppin', y'all? One of the most interesting collaborations that I feel like is allowing for Lil Baby to get unjustly disrespected is the Band for Band song with Central C. So this song is a collaboration that dropped a month ago, almost a month ago by the time this video drops. It dropped like May 23rd. And this is a good song. They dropped a music video for it. The song's performing very well. I think it's at over 100 million streams right now. Actually, let's get the full numbers. 110 million streams right now, just on Spotify. And a lot of people, including academics, were saying, hey, this is like Lil Baby's starting to come back. This is what Lil Baby needed. Hopping on this feature, etc. Gave him credit. I like the verse. I like Lil Baby's transition. I like how they kind of like rap off of each other on this track. I like the song as a whole. I like Central C conditionally. And I'll explain the condition in a little bit. Actually, let me just do it right now. So I like Central C, but Central C is a UK artist. I'm not too into UK. I'm just not too tuned in, right? So for me to listen to Central C, I'm not going to seek him out. It needs to penetrate, pause, no diddy, my field of view, so to speak. Usually, for that to happen, he's got to cross into the culture of US/Canada. For that to happen, when did that happen? Doja Cat, obviously, most of us heard that. People were saying, hey, this is the first UK artist in a very, very long time, UK rapper, to have a song that became a hit in America. He even, also and partially because of TikTok, he even had a music video for it on Lyrical Lemonade, American platform. He was performing at a couple of festivals. I think he did Rolling Loud in LA, if I'm not mistaken. It was some festival because, ironically, I randomly ran into Central C when he was performing in LA. It was sometime last year. He was at the hotel lobby. I didn't even know it was him. I just walked past the dude. And a friend of mine was like, yo, you know that's Central C, right? I was like, oh, cool. So I like that. Then there was On the Radar freestyle. Once again, that's with Drake. Of course, that's a huge moment. And before we get the person talking about trivialities, oh, Drake is Canadian. Drake's got the, number one, I said US, Canada. And number two, Drake's got the American audience on lock. So paid attention to that, listened to that, enjoyed that. And then now there is the Band for Band song, which I also enjoyed the song and I'm going to listen to it. Central C hasn't dropped too much music. He hasn't dropped an album for at least 2 years. Will I listen to an upcoming album that he drops? I don't know. I kind of like the guy's hits, which, like, I like the On the Radar freestyle. That was a moment. But I don't know if I like him just rapping. Granted, this is coming from someone that's never listened to a full project by Central C. So there is that. But this is as much beneficial for Central C as it is for Lil Baby. Because if you guys recall, Central C, I don't know his deal situation. Some people were saying he was independent. But what happened was Central C signed just a U.S. territory deal. I don't know if this was 2023 or 2022. But yeah, so it was June 23rd, 2023. Central C signed a record deal with Columbia Records. So it was rumored to be about $25 million for Columbia. But keep in mind that I believe that this deal was specifically for his music to be distributed in the U.S. And they also said that he would continue to own the recordings he had before that. I don't know if they changed the details of it. I don't know if it became global, but Columbia is an American label. I believe they signed him. This was the initial reports. It was just for the U.S. territory. Now, for that to make sense, they would need to keep him hot in the U.S. And how else would you keep him hot in the U.S. other than having him collaborate with U.S. artists, U.S. rappers? Who is one of the biggest U.S. rappers? Of course, Drake. They've got that On the Radar freestyle. They don't have an official song together, even though that song, that track, moment, whatever you want to call it, itself is at nearly 90 million streams on Spotify. But who better than Lil Baby, who's somebody that can actually rap? Central C, somebody that can actually rap. I'm not saying Drake can't rap, but they go together. It's like, hey, Central C's from the streets kind of London, as far as I know, or the ends, whatever they want to call it over there. And we've got Lil Baby, who's from the hood here. And they kind of rap to a similar type of audience in their respective countries and cities. What a better pairing. Bring them together. You have a good song. Now, Lil Baby gets to look hot again. So Lil Baby drops a fire verse we're looking at Lil Baby, we're changing his perception, or we're changing our perception of Lil Baby. We're like, yo, Lil Baby's about to have a comeback run. Okay, we've been waiting for this. Lil Baby's just been dropping whack or just mid for at least 2 years now. We're looking forward to him coming back. You know, as people, they want to build you up, to tear you down, to build you back up. Feel like they did something as opposed to your own work. So Lil Baby looks good to us. Lil Baby also well known in London, UK. They actually enjoy Lil Baby over there because they like lyrical rappers. I would say they have more of a respect and admiration for lyricism still to a high degree in the mainstream as opposed to the US. So Lil Baby looks good in front of the UK too. Central C, most of us have favorable opinions of Central C, but we get more exposure to Central C. Again, if Central C dropped this song by himself, it would still probably be a good song, but most of us wouldn't have heard it unless it went mega viral in the way that Doja Cat did, which you can't just replicate that over and over. It's difficult. No matter what you try to do to prepare for it, there are certain elements that are out of your control, and it may or may not happen. So you put these guys together, everyone wins. Lil Baby wins, Central C wins, we win, and the record label that wants to keep Central C hot in America wins. Now, the thing is, they said it was a 2-album deal, from what I was reading. Does that mean that the album will have a bunch of features? And they signed him for a ton of money. So they definitely want this to win. And getting Central C spinning on radio in America, and this guy's rapping in the UK accent. He's not trying to be anything else but repping where he's from. That is kind of revolutionary. And it gets us accustomed to hearing not only Central C, but perhaps other UK rappers in the future. There's a bit of friction and a bit of a shell that you have to get through with Americans before they can start accepting something. And I do think Central C is the best candidate to be able to break through that. However, only time will tell. This song, it could chart. If we check the charts right now, it is currently at, we're talking about the US charts. It's currently at number 23 on the US charts. If we were to look at Central C's previous chart positions, if we look at, I think this has charted higher than Doja Cat, if I'm not mistaken, in the US. Let's see, how far did Doja Cat, or yeah, I'm thinking Doja Cat, the rapper, not him. So Hot 100, yeah, I don't think Doja Cat even hit the Hot 100. That one was bubbling under Hot 100. Yeah, so Doja didn't even, the song is just Doja, not Doja Cat. Doja didn't even hit the Hot 100, and that was a really, really big song. It was 2 years ago. So Central C is making moves now in the US. Do you think he would have been able to do that solo? Get a song, number 23 on the Hot 100? That's part of the branding of Lil Baby. Of course, good song helps, but there are a lot more elements to this than just, I don't think the case of, hey, Central C carried Lil Baby on this is fair to Lil Baby. Lil Baby offered a lot here in terms of just him being an American number one, him being one of the top known rappers, and him delivering a good verse. So I'm willing to go out and say that this was mutually beneficial, and if anybody contributed maybe a little bit more, we would have to lean it towards Lil Baby. In the US speaking, which is where Central C is aiming to take over right now and get more of a presence in. Lil Baby's not hungry to get more of a presence in the UK. It's just a smaller market. Of course, it's a natural byproduct, and he's happy that he can have that, but Lil Baby's already known there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.